Hey, so here on the East Coast, well, Pennsylvania, we've had a pretty good winter. Lots of snow, all throughout February. Every week of February from Super Bowl Sunday, that was the night it started. Every week we had a significant snow. Now, past 2 days, it's been warmer. It's 50 degrees the other day, and we finally got some melt going on. Finally can actually see grass. It's the first time I've been able to see any grass in over a month, anywhere around here at least. It's raining today. It's raining really good. But I thought I'd show you what I've been doing over the winter besides plowing snow. This thing's great for plowing snow. I modified my plow. This plow here is actually a Polaris 4-wheeler snow plow. It's made to, just hook right up. But I had to extend the sides. I extended the sides, made matching metal, and just extended everything. Put the feet out here at the end, so it's wide enough for the side-by-side. And then I made extensions on the blade too. Now those, surprisingly, are wearing off a lot faster than I expected. But hey, it plows fine. Aside from plowing with this thing over the winter, I haven't really gotten a chance to ride it because where my trailer sits, when I plow my snow across the front, it piles up right in front of the trailer. So I pretty much block my own trailer in whenever I plow snow, but what are you gonna do? So I've been doing some rethinking and some new things I wanted to change on this. My spare tire carrier, if you notice in the old video, I had to pull a handle and the strong arms would lift it up and it'd be out of my way. Over time, where the latches came down, spots right here, these were bolts. They were wearing out. It was actually wearing into the metal, and the clamps, the bear claw clamps that would clamp onto them, they were just a little too loose, and it rattled. Not that I could really hear it, but if I would come back here and grab it, it would go up and down because the strong arms were always trying to keep it open. Because the strong arms used to be mounted up here. Used to be mounted up here on my spare tire carrier. I made these now and put the strong arm connection down here. Got rid of the bear claw type latches on both sides. Got rid of the handle, which is where you would pull it and the cables were here to unlatch it. And I put rubber tubing over these 2 points. And let me show you what I was thinking about. Now, this is a little dorky, but it worked really good. I did a proof of concept by building this out of Lego. And yes, I know, it's stupid, but it worked. So this is what I would do. This is how it is now. Let me show you how it used to be. This here is basically the strong arm. That's the strong arm there. How they're represented as the rubber bands are here. This is where the spare tire carrier is, and this is the hinge point on my frame, and this is the rest of the frame. So the strong arm, how it was being attached above this pivot point, you could see no matter what, it wants to push that up. No matter what, it's pushing up against where the bear claw would catch onto it. So it was always pressure up, and it just had a little bit of, if the clamps weren't tight, the bear claw clamps weren't tight, it would have play in it. So what I did was, I played around with this and found out that if I move the attachment point below the pivot point for the strong arms, it actually, at this point here, keeps it shut. So now when I open it up, it still holds it open because as soon as this attachment point goes past that center line of that pivot point, now it pushes that way and it closes it up. And this is what the end result is. So now I didn't change the location of the bottom of my strong arms. They're still the same as they ever were. They're still there. But what I was able to do was move them down on the outside here. It was up here. I can switch it back if I ever wanted to. It's here. With this now, I can just take my spare tire carrier, pull it down, and right about here, it closes on its own and holds itself down. So it doesn't bounce anymore. And I was able to put those rubber hose pieces over this. It doesn't even rattle anymore. For extra protection, because I has not been trail tested yet, I put one of these Jeep style hood hold downs. So no matter what, it'll still hold it down. I had to add these stoppers here. So it'll stop from here to here, and that'll hold it from being tipping over. Because now where the strong arms attach, it can push a lot further up. But now it'll just go up, hits those stoppers, and it's all good. Now I know what you're thinking. Sure, Brad, it works just fine without a spare tire being on the carrier, but it works fine with one too. So, with a spare tire mounted up to it, this is still easy to pop on or pop off. Pop that off, pick her right up, and right here at this point, it actually goes up on its own. More than capable of holding that tire up. And then, of course, coming down is even better for it, because after it gets to a certain point, soft landing. Latch it up there just for safety, just for safekeeping. And that thing is on there tighter than it's ever been. It doesn't have any play in it anymore. It's silent. And even if it were to fail here, it still has pressure to keep it held down, so it should stay closed no matter what. But you go over a jump or something, and the back end wants to bunny hop, I put this here just so it doesn't, you know, maybe it'll fly open. Now, we'll see how it all works when I get out there on the trail and actually give it a test. But so far, I think it's a better way of doing it. It's a better way of engineering that. So we'll see if it works. Another project I've been doing this winter is a new jack to carry on it. Because I've been carrying this scissor jack in the toolbox on the back, and the crank for it. I only had to use it one time, and when I was down at Windrock, and it was that rain day, I had to change out my front brakes. So I used that to crank up the front end, and it was not very good. It was more work to make it work than it was worth. My front A-arms have this UHMW skid plate I made for them way back when I first got this vehicle. And no matter what I do, of course, it just slides. Well, I kind of anticipated that, so I thought, I'll just get some stones or something and pile up the scissor jack to go right here in the middle. And even though I had done that, it was a chore to keep it stable because it just wanted to keep tipping off of that. So I want to make a new one to carry, and this is a modified telescoping jack. This here, I can do this, and of course raise it up. And then what I did was I cut the handle off of where it cranks, and I welded 2 nuts that take 3/4 inch socket, or the same thing as 3/4 is 19 millimeter. And that just happens to be the exact same size socket I carry for my breaker bar to do my tire lug nuts. So this now fits right over that. And I modified the handle to go in there. And then you just gotta carry one tool. And now that there will crank it up, or you can crank it down. And if you have to and if you do carry an impact gun, you can put the impact right in the socket you're already carrying for your lug nuts, and then you'll just spin it right down real quick. This will be where it mounts to the frame. And then I have this piece I made that is, I don't know, a foot, whatever you want to call it. And that goes in here. got a bolt. And then this little cradle here is where it can either sit on an A-arm or a radius rod in the back, or what I'm going to do is I'm going to carry a couple of these straps, and these can be lashed around something, and then it can pick up something by cradling it like that. So, and then that little indent will keep this from sliding off while you're jacking it up or down. And then when you're done with that, you take this out. And then this piece is the receiver that I will clamp to the roll cage. And here it is with it lifted up. I put a glove there just to protect the paint. You can see it did lift it. And I have a clevis point here is where I keep my clevis. And it lifted it up off the ground. Plenty fine enough that you could go ahead and do some servicing if you need to. So this worked out really good. As you would expect, it's a little wobbly when it's just on the back wheels. But with the back wheels in park, it stays there just fine. Not bad. Not too bad at all. It's mounted on there pretty good. That's pretty solid. I'm going to put some kind of strap, keep this from rattling. I'll put some kind of bungee from here, wrap it around, back to here, hold this up tight. Keep that from rattling maybe. But that might work. All right, enough shop talk. It's not really very exciting, but hopefully it gave you some ideas, or maybe you got an idea by seeing what I do that maybe something you want to do. That's what it's there for. Next, there's going to be just a series of clips, mostly from us riding famous Reading Outdoors. It's really nice. It's all cold. It's old mining areas. It's cool. Most clips are from there and maybe one or two other places. And then you're going to see a video of me and my buddy Gator. We're out off-roading, got up on a power line, and we're going down a mud trail. And all of a sudden, I realize I'm getting stuck. And I go to turn around, and I try to wave down Gator to not follow me, but it's too late. He's behind me, not too far off. When I went to get off the trail, that was a mud trail, and it was starting to get pretty sloppy, and I turned off to what looked like dry land to turn around. It wasn't. It's what they call Skeg. Muskeg is the real word, but everybody slang calls it just Skeg. I thought it was only like up north in Canada and Maine and stuff, but we have it here in Pennsylvania evidently too. And it's like peat moss or bog. It's the same thing. Looks like grass growth over across the top of it and looks solid. Once you drive onto it, it is not. It is all decaying matter and wet slop right underneath what looks like solid ground. And it's pretty tough to get out of. So the last clip's going to be us fighting to get out of that. So check it out. No, guys, here, look at this. Oh, Christ. It's as heavy as you think. It's as heavy as you think. That's cool. This looks almost like a sinkhole, which means it can be very unstable. It's been a dry summer. Not too worried about it. We have to get you out first. So I gotta come back through here. Now, if we get Gator, if we get you up on here, I might have you stop till I get turned around. Yeah. Now, first things first, just try and go back with it. Just try it and just see what you do. You know what I mean? 4-wheel drive, reverse, and just try it. Nothing. Okay. Now, I can get in front of you, Jimmy. Oh, there's only really room for me, but you get on the side of it or something, and I'm just, oh God!
Oh. That was up to his knee, bro. Fuck.
Hold it. If I go over there and get a tree branch, I could maybe do some leverage. I know I'm down in the mud good, I know it.
Yeah, it's the back end.
I know. It's just in the dirt. Wow. Want me to go?
I'm actually standing on the ball. I can feel it. Oh yeah, you're fucking. That's one problem.
However, I could winch that way and keep pulling it till I'm facing that way at least. Might be stuck more, but I'm facing the right way. Maybe that's better. The reverse isn't going to be as easy. I know it's digging in.
Fully buried.
I know. So maybe I should try winching that direction and clock the wheel and run it and see if it pulls me over.
Yeah.
Now if I get over, because if I get
If you get out of
facing,
this,
well, if I get facing Gator, if we have, I have a strap. I don't know. Now what?
unhook and you fucking nail it.
I think right now I'm going to unhook the hook, drape it over me, and go as fast as I can this way.
Yeah.
I mean, try it. I'm going to try it.
I know. It's all the further we're going to get there without help. Coming through here is almost the worst part. 1 second. I need to break from walking, dude. A little more, a little bit.
Alright.
I think good. Good.
You want to put it on that?
No, just hook on there. That's what I did last time. I think if you want the shackle to go around anything there. Gator, you might as well just sit there with your brakes on. I'm gonna try and get myself to here. I should be good.
Oh yeah, you're set.
I'll just fly that fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Oh, so hopefully.
Yeah.
Oh God. That was deep. Look at that. God damn it. I don't care about that.
Yeah, but you're fine.
Right? How bad? If I get to it, I'll have traction. Hey. Fucking sucks.
Just to the rate of that stop.
Yep. Yeah, I'm trying to think.
It's going in.
It was? Okay. I guess if I get to those ruts, we're going to unhook.
Do you want to try to straddle them? Like put one tire there and one here?
Yeah. It's a hell of a bump to get out of this ditch. This is going to push it through anyway.
Get out of it.
What's that?
Thinking I go 4 low?
Yeah.
I think you did it. I get it.
I kind of think so too.
Directly to the front of your machine, he'll get you out of here.
Oh, I made it in without even an issue. I went to turn around, that's when I sank. So,
Disconnect and fucking
you know what? Maybe you stay there, because you can get over there, no problem. Listen, if I get going, I'm not going to stop.
go.
But, right now, I think I might try and one hook, because if I go, I'm going to go. But stay put, because if I get stuck right here, then we'll go forward. All right? All right, see what happens. Well, I'm gonna go that way, so it don't matter. He won't. Fuck yeah! Okay, we're out. We're out. All right, everybody, that worked out. Look at the mud hanging on shit. Hey, that only took like an hour too. It really wasn't that bad.
You know what? After piecing together that last clip of us in that Skeg, I gotta say, I'm kind of thinking I want to go back there and try that spot again. I'll go with some more winch line. I'll take some extra things, maybe a shovel, be a little more prepared, but there's something I want to go back there and try that spot again, see how far up that power line we can get. So definitely not something you want to do alone for that kind of recovery, because a good chance you're going to get stuck. But I might want to try that again this coming season. Who knows? We'll see. But thanks for watching. See you soon.